Hey, welcome back to class. Let's go ahead and get started with our warm-up. We're gonna start off today with 10 overhead squats. So hold your stick and go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, next we're gonna do stick push-ups. When we're doing our stick push-ups, make sure that the stick is kind of close to where your nipples are, right, your nipple line. Don't go way down here, but also don't want it way up here where it's in line with your shoulders. So a little bit below your shoulders. Ready? And 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And hop up. All right, let's go ahead and jog in place. Flip the stick around, warm up that wrist. Notice my elbow is down right now. And now we're gonna raise the elbow up as we turn the thumb downwards. So elbow in, elbow out, elbow in, elbow out. Other hand, elbow down, and just wrist. And elbow up now, elbow up and in. Keep jogging, pump those legs. And open the chest. Really feel that chest stretch every time you bring those arms back. And backward arm circles. Warm those shoulders up. Feel that full range of motion. Each time you circle around, you should feel in the back when your arms are in the front. You should feel it in the front of your shoulders when your arms are in the back. And now forward arm circles. So I'm not going super fast, but I am feeling that stretch all the way around. All right, let's do some trunk twists. All right, now we're gonna go and we're gonna do some footwork. So let's first do our reverse triangle. So we're gonna step out to the angle 1, back, and to the angle 2. 1 and 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Face another direction. Okay, so now let's go ahead and we're gonna do sidestepping. So I've kind of demonstrated sidestepping. We haven't exactly called it that yet, but we're gonna go on our 3-4 line, all right? So I'm here, I'm gonna step out and imagine that I'm doing an angle 1 as I step out to my 3, right? And it allows my hips to turn because I'm doing this strike. I have to turn my hips with this. So this is gonna be a side step. All right, I'm gonna hold this right where my shoulder is. When I do the side step, I want to completely go outside, even with my toes, of where my shoulder was. I wanna move off, and then my foot gets pointed 45, right? So if I have that 8 right here, that forward angle, I want to point my toes towards that as I step off line, and my chest is 45 degrees here. And we'll come back here, and same thing, I have this right here, and I step past that, and now I'm 45 degrees from here. So it's going on that 3-4 line. 3, 4. Turning the chest as if I'm striking here. So if you want to help facilitate it, you can strike towards that angle 8 with a 1 as you go for the 3 and a 2. You don't have to, you can just work on this footwork. Here, I'm going in, boom, reset, here. So this is a side step. I'm stepping to the side as I turn my body. I could be blocking, and maybe I do an angle 1 block, angle 2 block. I'm gonna turn around, so I'm gonna go angle 3, angle 4 step. Again, I want to completely displace my body as I do this. All right, so now we're gonna do our forward triangle. So we'll step back at that 5 angle and then to the 6 angle. Okay. And this motion right here is still kind of like doing a side step, except for I'm going at the angle, so I'm not gonna quite call it a side step. But the orientation of the body is pretty close to being a side step. I'm just holding the stick in my hand. I can hold it with either hand that I want. I can back up off that line. Okay. And right now I'm keeping my hips orientated towards that center, towards that 0. But I could step back here. So when I step off to that 5, I could start pointing my hips back to that. Or I could keep my hips orientated to the center. Either way. The other side, step back on my 5 line and on my 6 line. And take a breath. Breathe in and out. Okay, right foot in front, hold the stick in your right hand, and we're going to strike angles 1 through 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn your hips a little bit. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch hands and feet. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep it going. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, back to the right hand. We're going to do same thing, 1 through 8, but now we're gonna do it on our reverse triangle, our 1 and 2 stepping. We're gonna start off stepping to angle 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and let's do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, still with the right hand. Now we're gonna step to the angle 2 first. Ready? Still our reverse triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. And these would be our power shot side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch sides. I'm gonna do 3 times. Ready? Left hand, stepping to our, this is our angle 2, on the ground at least. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now we're going to do left hand, but we're going to step to our angle 1 side first. So this is our power side now. So I want to hear that whoosh every time. Ready? Step to the power side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take a breath in and out. Stick back to the right hand. Okay, so now we're gonna do our forward triangle. Now we're gonna step first to our angle 5, right? Stepping on the angle 5 line and then the angle 6 line. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now right hand striking, 1 through 8. We're gonna step first to our angle 6 line. Ready? And this is our power line on the forward triangle. So I wanna hear the whoosh on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left hand. Okay. Now we're going to strike with the right hand first. We're going to step back with the right foot onto that angle 6 line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more on the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so same thing. Now we're going to step back with the right leg first as we hit that angle 1. So stepping back onto that 5, the angle 5 line. And again, this is our power line. So I want to hear a whoosh. 1, 2, 3. Hips turn away from the center. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Catch your breath. Breathe in and out. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do 6-point striking. All right, so let's see or visualize our 8 angles. Now let's take out the 7 and the 8. Okay, so what we're going to strike, I'm going to turn my back to you so you can do this along with me. We're going to strike angle 1, then we're going to go through the center, angle 4, then we're going to go up, angle 5, and now we're going to come back down that same way, angle 2, angle 3, angle 6, right? So we're making that big asterisk, right? So we're going 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. All right, let's practice this. Just the strikes, no motion currently, or no footwork other than, some hip turns. You should do your hip turns no matter what. All right, ready? 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. Now let's just go ahead and let's paint it. Right? When I say paint it, I mean just kind of flow through it a little bit faster. Okay, so we're not gonna go a lot of power with these, but I want you to just kind of flow through these, right? So if I ever say paint, that's usually what I mean. It's kind of these smaller wrist motions and just kind of going through this, right? But obviously these aren't strikes, right? I'm not sitting here striking Bob like do, 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 do. I'm just feeling the motion, and a lot of it's in that wrist, but I do want a little bit of hip turning along with this. So let's paint this, right? So nice, light, but quick motion. Ready? 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. 1, 4, 5, 3, 6. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. Right, these little motions going on with the hip, right? So I'm losing it. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. 5, 2, 3, 6. And visualize that 6-pointed star that you're creating here. Right? We're painting a 6-pointed star. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. Again, I'm not going with massive motions. We went bigger motions earlier. Now we're just painting it. Right, for me, painting is kind of just a fluidity work drill. Right, obviously, still not striking like this, but I am moving my hips some, and I'm kind of just getting my wrist used to flipping over. Right. If I wanted to start to speed this up, we could start to speed it up, but sometimes we lose it. So just paint it nice and light. Okay, let's go ahead and switch to the other side. Left foot in front. And now we're gonna go through the bigger motions, right? 1, I'll start back to you. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. And I'm going really big, so you should be able to see it from my backside. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. Turn back to the front. Okay. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. Get a little bit of whoosh in there. Doesn't have to be super hard, but a little bit of whoosh each time. And then make sure you're still hitting with the blade edge. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. Okay, now let's start painting it. A little bit smaller, a little bit quicker, more fluid. Probably no whoosh, though. It's okay if there's no whoosh. Ready? Begin. One, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. 1, 4, 5. Alright, not a big, massive motion. More of it's kind of in the wrist as we're doing this. But I want you to still be able to feel when that wrist flips over, even in these smaller motions here. So that wrist flipping over, and I still want you to try to cut with that blade edge through each one of those. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. If you need to say it out loud with me, that's fine. Sometimes if I stop saying things, then I just kind of mix things up. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to our right hand. We're gonna do this on a reverse triangle. So just like how we're doing our 8 angles of striking, we're gonna step first with our same side foot. So right foot, right hand, right foot steps onto that angle 1 line. 1, back, step to the angle 2 line. 4, back, angle 1 line. 5, back, angle 2 line. 2, 3, 6. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. All right, a little bit bigger motions on these. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. Okay, Now we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna step on the angle 2 line first instead of on the angle 1 line. So, as before, if you're holding the stick in your hand with the right hand, and you step on the angle 2 line first, it's usually our power side. So this is gonna be our power side. I want a little bit more whoosh here. Ready? Step 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6, and one more. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. Okay. Other hand, left hand. Stepping first on our angle 2 line, just so it's the same side hand and foot stepping. Ready? 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. One more. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. Back. Now we're going to hold it with the left, step with the right first onto the angle 1 line, power side. Let's hear a little bit of whoosh. Ready? Begin. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. One more. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. Back to the right hand. Now we're gonna do it on our forward triangle, right? So with forward triangle, we're gonna step first to our angle 5 line as we throw that 1. Ready? Begin. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. Now we're going to step on our angle 6 line first. Power side. Ready? Begin. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. Last one. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. And left hand. Now we're going to step first with our left foot back onto that angle 6 line. Ready? Begin. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. Last one. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. Now we're going to step with the right foot onto the angle 5 line, and this is our power side. Ready? Begin. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. One more. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. Catch your breath. Breathe in and out. The next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna do angle 3 double strikes. Okay, so angle 3 double strikes, we're only gonna do small. So we're not gonna do big, just because this is a little bit of a weird motion to do. I can do it, I just don't think I would do it, right? Just me thinking about it, I don't think I would go here. I might go and hit a angle 1, right? Do a 3 and then an angle 1, a circular 1. That to me feels a lot more comfortable than here. So what we're gonna do though is just gonna be the small ones. We're gonna go in hit that broken strike, and then flip it around and hit again. Now there's also a way of doing this where I can hit with the back edge, and I might do that, right? I could also have done this from a thrust. We'll get to thrusts a little bit later, but there's some times where I would hit it with this back side and then hit this, right? So it'll look like that, which flows a little bit better than just hitting that broken and around, right? So you might feel that that's kind of what you want to do. Right now, I don't want you to do that. Now, it's not wrong to do that. So I'm just throwing that out there. It's not wrong. It's just something different, and there's different intentions behind it. So I just want you to be aware of that. And right now, we're only going to practice hitting with that blade edge and then bringing it back around and hitting with that blade edge again. We're not going to be hitting with the back edge right now. Now, I actually do have a sword where the back, I think 6 to 8 inches, I don't remember the exact measurement, is bladed, right? The back edge of it is bladed, just the tip, right? So I can actually do cuts and slashes with that, which is one reason why we will be training stuff like that. But again, for now, just hit with that blade edge, bring it around, back to the head, and hit again. So, right foot in front, holding the stick in the right hand, strike 3 broken, circle around, 3 fluid. Make sure you're cutting through that, and then bring it back. 3, circular 3. 3, circular 3. And now it doesn't have to be completely broken where I stopped, right? I just want to make sure that I get through that center line with that first one. So I don't want to cut here and then begin it, right? See, that would be hitting with the back edge of the blade according to my center line. And I want to go to that center line and then around through it again. 1, 2, 3, circular 3. 3, circular 3. Hit through it. Blade edge orientation all the way through the target, right? If you have something, you can actually target 2. Don't hit it, because sometimes if you hit it, it'll mess you up. It'll make it a little bit harder for you to do it currently. So I just want you to see it, right? Boom, I cut right through it, and then I can hit again. And I can really hit on that second time, no problem. Right, that one's not gonna mess me up. And ideally it doesn't mess me up even if I hit both of them. But sometimes it does, especially if you're first learning it. It just kind of can get stuck. So visualize, see your target, or maybe I'm your target, and you see, hey, your 3 just cut all the way through my neck or my torso, whatever it is. Once you see that tip past my body, flip it around and cut through again. And now make sure we're on that 3 line, so they're both horizontal strikes. It feels comfortable to go with an angle 1 or an angle 8, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just not what we're practicing right now. If after class you'd like to practice that, you're more than welcome to. And I won't stop you, I promise. Cut through the first one and the second one. Through the first and the second. 1, 2, 3, circular 3. 3, circular 3. Still bringing it back in, the hand, and then throwing it back out. 3, circular 3. All right, that's good. Let's practice it with our left hand. Cut through your target. Bring it back, wrist to the forehead, and around. And it might actually go a little bit above your head so you don't clock yourself, but that's just a reference point that I like to think of. I'm just bringing it back. Ooh, my left hand is not, it's not pretty. 3, circular 3. You can tell what I don't do on my left. This. 3, circular 3. Cut through that 3. Three, circular 3. 3, circular 3. See your target, cut through it. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Let's give it a few more. Okay, let's go and switch back to our right. And now we're gonna do this with our kind of that progressing step footwork. So it was the step followed by our sliding step, okay? So I want you to do the initial one with the step and then move forward with that sliding step. Now, if you have a target, you can practice like this at a distance where I can't hit it, and I'm imagining that they were there, but then they moved back out of the way, and then I come in and I hit them, right? And now I want you to find your distance too, and if you can practice it, I'm gonna go slow, right? Because I want you to see it. But once you feel comfortable with it, practice it with some speed, because there's something when you use speed with your footwork gets elongated, right? So I can hit him here with that same footwork, right? The step, and now this is a great distance for me going at that pace, right? I'm hitting him with the last 2 to 3 inches of my stick, which is exactly what I want. I don't want to be here, that's too close, right? So, but if I'm doing this with a little bit of speed, right, I might be here. And notice how even at this point, I'm able to clear way past him. Even though I started at a further distance than when I did slowly, when I went faster, I went further past him. So just be aware of that. Find out what your kind of maximum ranges are for these sort of things so that you can know when to add them in and when to throw them in, right? Because I want to do that footwork at that speed, and of course I can always shorten my footwork, but at this distance I'm only taking a step, all right? And I'm only taking what is 8-inch step to be able to hit. I don't need a lot. So this back to here, right? I can punch him at that range. That means it's way too close. I wouldn't want to use that at that range. So be aware that you want to stay at range where you can hit with the last 3 to 4 inches of your stick, but I don't want to be hitting right here. If I'm hitting right there, well, we're probably going to start grappling. Right? Somebody's going to grab onto a stick and they're going to grab onto me, and then we're hugging. And if he's bigger than me, well, it's not a fun time for me, right? So just be aware that weapons need to stay at weapon distance, ideally, so we keep them there. So we need to use our footwork to maintain that distance. So practice, kind of what I was getting at, is practice finding your distance, right? So for me, doing the same footwork, I would be at about this distance to close all that space with my 1, 2, right? That allows me to hit him with the proper point. Play around with that, right? And maybe I play around with just doing it with smaller motions, right? Here, boom, boom, right? I just barely clipped him, and that's what I want. Okay, so play around with your footwork, but we're gonna practice this with the footwork now, and I will go slowly. Hopefully you're practicing the whole time while also still listening, and begin. So, step 3, 3. Step 3, broken, circular 3 with my sliding step. Step, 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 sliding step. If you have a target, right, you have a bob or something that you can hit, and you're practicing the same way as me, I want you to practice like this, right? So I'm going in, 1, I come in with my sliding step, I hit him, and then I'm retracting back, and I'm imagining that there's something else swinging at me. So after I hit him, right, I'm probably gonna imagine either a 1's gonna come or a 2's gonna come, depending on the timing. So I might have to hit 1, 2, right? And I want you to kind of be ready as you progress backwards for their assault, right? Assuming that we didn't kill them or knock them unconscious, which in stick sparring, you're probably not gonna knock them unconscious because you can hit them as hard as you want in the headgear, and it rings a little bit, but they're not going out. So just be aware of that. They will retaliate, and you need to be ready for that. Whether it's after that hit, boom, boom, maybe you start to cut the corner, right? But I want you to back out or cut the corner, move away from your target while still looking at them, and the stick comes back up, and kind of get ready for whatever sort of block you think would be after that. So let's do a few more. 3, sliding step 3. 3, 3. 3, 3. 3, 3. 3, 3. All right, other hand. So we already worked this motion, so now we're gonna add it with a little bit of footwork. So left foot in the front, same thing. Step, broken 3, sliding step, fluid 3. Find your distance. And it might feel a little bit different with your left. Maybe you don't press forward as much. 3, 3. 3, 3. 3, 3. Remember, as you throw that first 3, bring the hand back, right? He's striking at your hand, move it back, and throw that next 3. 3, circular 3. 3, circular 3. 3, 3. 3, 3. 3, 3. 3, sliding step, circular 3. 3, 3. 3, 3. 3, 3. 3, 3. Okay, take a breath in and out. Breathe in and out. I'm gonna set a timer for 3 minutes, and we're just going to freestyle. Ready? Begin. So flow, practice your stepping motions. All right, we've done a bunch of them. So we've got our step and then sliding step. You could step and then an angle step. You could reverse your triangle. You could do forward triangles. Or you could do a side stepping. All right, I don't think we've gone over diamond yet. I have to go back and make sure. But we have all these different footwork patterns that you could be practicing, or you could literally just be flowing with your strikes and trying to be comfortable with your motions. All right, just moving forward. Maybe you're just walking forward and striking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, thrust, hit. Right? Maybe practicing striking backwards. If you're practicing striking backwards, practice striking and then cut an angle, right? Because the reason you're probably moving backwards is because these are not actual strikes, they're probably blocks, and you need to be able to cut your angles, right? Striking, boom, here. Whenever we're stepping, if we're moving backwards, right? Whenever the front foot comes to the back foot, press off and do a reverse triangle and get out of the way. All right, that's a really good one. step one, step two, reverse triangle. Maybe I'm going in, I'm striking, and then I step pivot out. All right, I strike, step pivot out. I think we went over a step pivot last time, so you know this one. Step, sliding step to close that distance. Sliding step back to evade. And that sliding step, if I can use it backwards, I could also use it to the side. So be aware of that, right? Maybe I do one sliding step, one reverse triangle to get out of the way. Whatever it is, play around with it. Again, I want your strikes and your feet to be connected, but also to be disconnected. So they don't have to always be perfectly in sync, but I want them to be able to do whatever they want, relatively independent of what the other thing is doing. Right? And that's why we practice all these footwork patterns while also stepping on both sides. Right? It would make sense to practice more stepping onto that power line, right, as we do these. But we're not always stepping on a power line. We're not always set up for that big, perfect, hard shot that's gonna end the fight, right? We're not usually set up for that. Hopefully we are, but we also have to be prepared for the less advantageous movement that we need to do in order to set up for our big power shots, okay? And that's time. Go ahead and cool down a little bit. So I'm gonna quickly recap the things that we went over today. After we did our warm-up, we practiced again our 8-angle striking, right? Going through all of our angles, and we practiced doing that on a forward or on a reverse triangle first, stepping first with the same side as the one, and then stepping on that 2 line with the one, so we got practice on both sides. Then we did the same thing, practicing with our forward triangle, stepping on that 5 line with the one for the first time, and then going back and stepping on the 6 line with the one. We did that on our left hand as well. After that, we went over our 6-point striking, which is just taking out our 7 and our 8, but going in a slightly different pattern. So it was our angle 1, our 4, 5, come back down that line, 2, 3, 6. And after we practice just flowing with that with our hips, we practice painting it, right? So a nice, easy, but kind of quick motion, a lot of wrist motion as we're doing that. Then we went and practiced it like our 8 angles, doing a reverse triangle, starting with the 1 angle, and then stepping with the 2 angle, again doing the 6-point strike, and then same thing for our forward triangle, first stepping at that 5 angle with the 1, and then stepping at the 6 angle with the 1, which gave us our power shots. From there we did our angle 3 double strikes, and we only did the smaller version. Kind of talked about how this bigger version's a little bit weird feeling for an angle 3, so we went for the smaller one, cutting through and then hitting, making sure we're not hitting with the back edge or the thrusting part of the blade for this specific drill. We will do that at a later time. And then we did it with our progressing footwork, where we struck that broken strike with just a step forward, and then we did our sliding step to close the distance even more as we hit with that circular angle 3. From there we did freestyle for 3 minutes, just practicing moving our feet while striking. I talked about some evasion footwork that you could do, or getting in and out, and just being able to strike and move at the same time. Hopefully you enjoyed today's class. If you did, let me know by commenting down below. Other than that, make sure you like the video and subscribe and do all that fun stuff. Let me know what you liked the most. Let me know what you didn't like. What do you want to see more of? What do you want to see less of? And other than that, have a great day.